Hi guys, it's Laura, and can you say what your name is? No, already. This is my, uh, well, if she had her way, I'm her co-host, Laura, and she is the host, Persephone. But she's being kind of quiet today. Not sure why, but we have it's crochet corner time. I haven't done a crochet corner in a while. And I do have some progress on different projects that I've had. Do you have any progress on yours? Of course, now that I said that I had progress, and she thought that I was going to use my arms for something um, aside holding her. And okay, let's not show your bum. So, I do have finished objects, two finished objects. Um, I have some progress on other ones. There we go. Okay. Are you gonna? She's gonna look out the window or clean herself. There she is. All right. So she's still there. Um, and I have 3 items that I bought. Actually, it's more than 3. She's off of them now. These were super reduced. I guess they didn't want anybody, or nobody wanted them. I don't know, but they were super reduced, so I bought them. Why not? So I went to Michael's, and okay, so I went to Michael's looking for one thing, and I came out with 2 items, and that's it. I went in looking for a skein of yarn. They did not have it online, but I said I'm just going to go in just to see if Michael's has this one skein of yarn, because as most of you guys know, I don't like to mix yarn types. So I went there and I found the yarn that I was looking for. There were 2 left. I only bought 1 because that's all I needed. And where'd you go? I don't want to run over you. Oh, maybe she saw my little friend. I'll tell you guys about the update on my little friend. So, the yarn that I got is Loops and Threads Charisma. It is a bulky 5, and I know this is not normally my color. This is a crystal from Bag of Day color, but I am using it for a project. The color is wood grain. As of now, they call it TS07. But this is the color wood grain. It's 100% acrylic, 3.5 ounces, 109 yards. And this is the color. So I am almost completely done with 1 skein. And this will allow me to finish the project that I was double dog dared to do. Do you guys remember what that project is? I'm not going to say again. So, but this is what I needed for that project. And I'm just going to go ahead right now and stick it in the project bin that it goes in. So, there we go. I am almost done with that, but I needed more yarn. So, the other thing that I got was this 26 quick and easy knits. And they do look fairly easy. And the one that I want to try, actually, there's 2 of them. One of them is this Ruana. Here we go, right here. Yeah, that's my Crowley. And the other one is this, I don't know if I'm going to say it right, Batania cardigan. And that's this right here. So, I'm going to give these a try. I'm not sure if these patterns, because they are all Lion Brand, or it's a Lion Brand, using Lion Brand yarns. So all of these projects could very well be free on their website. I just would not have known. But it's, you know, they have bunches and bunches. But the ones that stood out to me, there are some scarves. Here's one that I think is pretty cool looking too. It's a poncho. And a lot of them use bulky weight yarn, or extra bulky, or super bulky 5 and 6 yarn. So I got this one, and I'll do a book look with this one. Let me stick that right there. Alrighty, now, so those are the two things that I got from Michaels. In JoAnn, I went specifically to look for two things. And I went, I looked in Michael's for Crochet World. They didn't have it. I looked at JoAnn's. They didn't have it. I went to Barnes and Noble. They didn't have it. And I went to Walmart, and they didn't have it. So I'm assuming that nowhere in Fairbanks is going to be selling a hard copy of Crochet World. So I'm going to have to wait and see what everybody, and when people do a book look at Crochet World, to see whether or not I want to buy it, an online copy of it. Otherwise, I'm out of luck. And I don't want to buy a subscription for it, because I don't want to keep ending up with magazines that I'm not going to use. And even if I just use one pattern out of one, that's a success for me. So I'm only going to buy it if there is something that I want to buy. Now, excuse me, speaking of that, I went to JoAnn specifically to look for Crochet World, but also to look for buttons. I needed 2 buttons. These are washable, which is perfect, because what I needed them for, needs to be washed. So, aside from the 2 buttons, I did buy 2 extra things. One is Learn to Knit 50 Easy Stitch Patterns. And I know I need another stitch pattern book, like I need a hole in my head. But I thought, why not? Okay, so I have that one, and I can do a book look on that. Let me stick that here. I'm covering the book that I'm going to need. Okay, so let me hold these buttons. These buttons were like $4 a piece. This book, the Easy Pattern, and it has video tutorials, was $12.95. And they were marked down 50%. I don't know why. There were just a few books that were marked down to 50, and they might not have meant them to be, but I made them honor it, because they actually said this one was not on there, and I said, I'm sorry, but you had it with there, and it has a sticker on it also that says that it's being reduced, so you have to honor it. And they did. So this is a $27.95 book that I got for 60% off, something like that. And this is the New Crochet Stitch Dictionary. It has 440 patterns. And what caught my eye were these 2 right here. This one and this one. I just thought those were neat. So, I will do a book look with this. I love this because it gives the multiple, it gives the words of the pattern, like blah blah, like chain one, single crochet and the next 5 stitches. And it also gives the chart, which is wonderful because I like all 3 of them. If I don't understand what they're telling me in the written part, that's when I look at the chart. So tons and tons and tons of patterns in here. Okay, not tons, but there's 440 of them. Alrighty, so let's look at my whips. Okay, here's a whip right here. I'll just show you that. Here, there's the yarn. This is the yarn that I just bought from Michael's, and this is the whip. It's my double dog dare. I was double dog dared. Can you believe the audacity of somebody to double dog dare me? Me, of all people. I'm the double dog dare queen. After all, I got a couple people to learn to knit because I got tired of them saying, I want to learn to knit. I want to learn to knit. So I double dog dared them. Okay, so, what other crochet projects? Oh, I have, this is a project I just started, and that's a knit project. So, the last time you saw my grandson's blanket, it's been a while. I am using Red Heart Super Saver Ombre, the one that was made in the United States. There's the thing, the flag. A K or 6.5 millimeter crochet hook, and the yarn or the pattern that I'm using is a Bag a Day pattern, and it is the circuit stitch. And the last time you guys saw this, it was a while ago, and it's gotten pretty good so far. I think I will be finishing it, pretty soon. And so, all right, give me some of that. Thank you. The last time you saw it, I was down here. So that's how much I've done since you last saw it. So now that you have done that, let me move this up. And there we go. So now they're together, and the next time you see it, maybe it'll be done. I try to work on it a little bit each day. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. I don't think I crocheted a thing yesterday because I was out looking for stuffs, and I got my nails done. So here's my nails today. I have a little butterfly on them. Alrighty, so what else am I working on? I am working on a test project for Pamela, Pamela's Adoring Crochet. I'm testing one of her patterns. It is coming out in the Crochet Foundry magazine in the spring. The yarn I'm using is Hobie Universe XL. And that's the color of it. Here's the yarn. It is 98% acrylic and 2% polyester, 3.5 ounces or 240 yards. I'm almost done with one. And I have 6 skeins of this. I got these from Crystal, from Bag a Day. And so I'm almost done with one skein. And I have 2 more in here. I think I'm only going to need 3 for the length. I read the pattern wrong. And then when I was looking at hers, I was like, hers doesn't look like mine. And I realized that she did the short and is taking hers out longer, and I did the long and I'm going shorter. So I did mess up that, but I don't think it makes a difference because she told us what the stitch count was. So I think I'm giving her a different perspective. Instead of doing it exactly like she did, I'm doing it long ways, and to show that it can go that way too. I hope she doesn't mind. I don't want to show the pattern, but I did show you the yarn, and I'm almost halfway done. So I still have a little bit of time, thank goodness, because I'm running behind on so many different projects. So I'm going to put that right there. What else? I'm going to have to, not really. I'm making some granny squares, and this is, you guys know that I loathe granny squares, and but I'm making some anyway, and actually I'm making them for me. I'm also gonna make some for Lynanne, because she's putting together a Boggy Creek. But these fly if you land on me. Where's my... Got a fly swatter. Thanks to Persephone, she brought in 7 flies. I think I'm down to 3 now. I think I got 4 of them yesterday. Oh, there's an... sorry about that. So the yarn that I'm using is an old yarn. Not the oldest that I have, because this one has a barcode on it. It is a old Red Heart Coates and Clark, a Windtuck product, 4-ply knit and crochet yarn. So it is, it's a pretty color, and it has green in it, Madonna. It's called Tropical Fruits, but I just thought that it's a very, very pretty pastel color. I'm still looking for a pastel orange that will go with this, even if it's not Red Heart. So this is moth-proof yarn. It's color fast, it's shrink-proof, and it's non-allergenic. Okie dokie. It doesn't tell me how many yards it is, but it's 100% virgin Orlon acrylic fiber, and there's 3 ounces. No clue how many yards, but I've used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've used 5. I'm working on number 6 right now. I don't know how many squares I have. Hold, please, and I'll tell you. Okay, thank you for holding. But I have 43 squares made. And this is what they look like. I think they're kind of cool looking, even with the green. And I am turning as I go. So, yes, this is it. I have, what did I say, 43 of them made. And I have scraps that I can make some with. I have this whole skein, and I think one skein makes 7, if I remembered correctly. I was trying to count it one day. I have like 2/3 of one skein, and then I have some scraps, and I'm using a K, or a 6.5 millimeter crochet hook to make them. So This is what they're coming out looking like, and it's just a 1, 2, 3, 4, 4-round granny square. Now, I do have Lion Brand Pound of Love in yellow, which actually goes pretty well. It's a little bit darker than this yellow in here, but I do have that to make some extra squares just in case I don't have enough, and I don't think I'm going to have enough. So I'm going to have to lay it out and see. I don't even know how big these are. I think I measured at one point. They are like 4.75 inches. So almost 5 inches. I can put a border on it, and it can be 5 inches. I don't know. But, so, yes, this is one of my however many squares I said. I don't, 46? I don't know. 42. I don't know. So, what else? I have my rag rug. Where's my rag rug? Oh, here it is. I've done just a little bit on that since you last saw it. And I mean just a tiny bit. I've done from here to here. So let me move this up to right there. So now they're even. And so yeah, there's that. I love the colors in this, even the green that's in here. And I just put quite a bit of scraps from my yeah, that's Crowley, from my tile of the week. I just put these scraps in there for that. I am using one constant, which is, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more of them right over there, is the Hipster Cotton. This is the constant that I'm using, because all the other ones I've made with just one strand of yarn. And I kept telling myself, when you're doing them, make them with 2, make them with 2. So there we go. This is the one constant that I have. I have 5 more in different colors. And these are my scraps that I rolled them all up. And so these are the ones that change. And after I use these, I have quite a few that I can roll up and use. So let's see. I have these came from my friend JoAnn, who lives in Canada. And I did put a couple of these. I think I put the dark purples in. I'm not sure. So these came from JoAnn. And all the rest that are in here are just different scraps that I'm going to need to roll up. And I am using an H or a 5.0 millimeter crochet hook to make it. And I'm just doing a half double crochet back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Okay, so that's that. Now, I think those are not all of my crochet projects, but the others are crochet alongs that I am way, way, way behind on, that I need to get a move on. One of them is the Multivalence from Expression Fiber Arts. And the other one is Sophie's Universe. I'm way behind on both of them. So, are you guys ready to see my finished objects? Dabbling hook. Hold, please. I know. I'm sorry. Okay. Thank you for holding. I have my Setta's calendar cowl done. And this is Rell from the Dabbling Hug. Isn't she beautiful? Rell lives in Massachusetts. And I will link her below along with everybody else whose name I said, if I remember. And you can go subscribe to Rell if you are not subscribed to her yet. Rell does knit and Rell does crochet. And Rell does sell crochet patterns. So, we had green on our last one, and I was like, I don't think I can do 2 months of green. So I did one better, and I bought Rell's 2-button cowl, and I made a cowl from her pattern. So now I did not have enough yarn, so I don't have as many rounds or back and forth that she has, but you know, that's okay. And I don't have the beautiful edging that she has, but that's okay. I used an M or a 9mm crochet hook, beautiful orange color. The yarn that I used was Loops and Threads Copenhagen. I love this yarn, but of course they stopped making it. It's a super bulky number 6, 100% acrylic. It was 6.5 ounces, and what is 131 yards. And I got it on sale or clearance for it was $7.99, and it was and I got it for $3.99, and that was a couple years ago. I think I might have a couple of them in the big house in my old yarn room, but I have 2 left in here. One of them is green and blue, which would have been a very pretty one, but I just couldn't do green for 2 months in a row. And another one, it's like a pink, orange, and a gray. So, and the other yarn that I used was faux fur from Lion Brand, Go for Faux. It's 3.5 ounces or 65 yards, and this is what I have left. Actually, no, because I used it on another project, so I did not. It is 100% polyester, and the color of this is called Baked Alaska. Don't really think they know what Baked Alaska looks like, but yeah, that's just me. All right, so, and the buttons that I got, these were the buttons that I got from JoAnn yesterday. So, here we go. So, here is Rell's right there. And, which way does it go? And here is mine. Mine is actually a little longer because I wanted it to kind of go up like this and cover my ears, so whenever I leave from hockey games, I have the coverage at the back of the neck and also around my ears. Yeah, more than likely I will be using a hat, but one can never, at 40 below, one can never have enough coverage. So this is my make from Setta's Calendar Cowl. I used the pattern from Rell, and so we look like twins. All right, not really, but we can pretend. No, okay. Thank you, Rell, for the pattern. I had lots of fun doing it. Okay, this is my first finished object. I have one more finished object. Guys, can you believe it? 2 finished objects, and it's taken me forever. Okay, so a lot of you will remember that I received this book from Barbara, and it came from my wish list, and I wanted it so bad because I wanted to make this frog. And then I got to going through it. You can see all of the things that I want to make. I don't know which one is next, but there is one that's next. But then I came across this calico cat. Now, this is my first time making one of these. So you guys keep that in your mind. This is my first time making one of these. It's from the book Crochet Ragdolls. How many of them? 30 animals and friends to snuggle. They come with adults and babies. The calico cat did not come with a baby, thank goodness. But let me get. Do they have one? Here's the baby crocodile right here with his rubber ducky. And I want to make the crocodile too. And here is the big crocodile. Okay, so the calico cat did not have a baby, which was fine. I don't know. I think I have another of the yarn over there, but I'm not 100% sure. But, you know, these look easy. And for somebody, this is getting a little warm. For somebody that doesn't do amigurumi, I was like, oh, this isn't really amigurumi. I can do this. I can't do this. It's going to take lots of practicing. Maybe by the time I do my last one, I might be able to do one. And it looked like it's supposed to. So, oops. All right, where's my, this is empty now. So this goes back on there from when I find out what color is next for Setta. So, here is mine. Now, the calico cat, they wanted me to use 3 different colors. Lala said, no thank you. It's going to be hard enough as it is. And I just happened, well, I used a 5mm crochet hook. I just happened to have some wicked cool, or as Trisha Swift says, wicked pissa, yarn. That's a Massachusetts thing. I used yarn from Hobie, 100% acrylic, Amigo Melange XL. It's 1.75 ounces, 109 yards. I used 2 whole ones and a little, I'd say a little bit more than half. And this is what the yarn color looks like. I mean, talk about calico. Okay, so there's yellow in there too, but calico yarn. So two and a half, two and a little bit more. And that's what I did. So making the pieces was easy peasy. Putting them together was not easy peasy. And I have to thank Joe, Jojo the Bag Hoe, from Joe's Web for attempting to help me. I think I got the arms and the legs. Well, the arms were okay. I didn't have problems attaching those. The legs, I was counting. I shouldn't have counted. I should have just used best judgment. In attaching the head, I attached it in totally the wrong place. So, here's my calico cat. I'm holding it back so you guys can't see all the mistakes, like the head's not all the way on the body, but that's okay. So, and the legs are crooked, but you know what? Cats are not perfect, just like people are not perfect. So, yes, the head should have been put more on the back of the head, like back through here, but that's okay. It does have eyes. It doesn't have a nose, a pink one, but look, it can kind of have like a little nose right here. It's a little off center, but you know what? That's okay because cats are not perfect. Okay, wait. Persephone is perfect. She just yelled that at me. Hello? Persephone is perfect. Sorry about that. I am not, I can admit I am not perfect. So here we go. Oh, it's headless now. There we go. I put the head in front. So I did not put the tail on it. I did not like the look of the tail on it. So yeah. And there are tailless cats. Manx, for one, are tailless cats. And, I love Manx cats. I've always wanted one. Haven't been privy to them. I always wanted cats with extra toes. Got 2 of those. Alrighty, so there we go. There is my cat. What do you guys think? Oh yeah. I love the yarn though. Isn't the yarn just absolutely cool? It is very, very cool. So, that's my crochet corner for today. Sorry it ran so long, but hey, 2 finished objects. Wow. Alrighty, so I think that's all I have for you today. So thank you guys for watching. You guys have a great day, and I will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.